Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last season's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. As this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Fire to the right side, complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
First down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Maryland. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Close to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. Now the 40. Out past the 30. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. It's a shotgun run call. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been spotted. Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. With that miss, the score remains the same.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. and they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking to throw. It's Maryland. The pass rush closing in. Finds his target, and it's complete. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. The pass is intercepted. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. First out and more. He's still running. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
Boy, a huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's going to take off here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the 1st down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. The Aggies will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That'll be a sack. The defense has the last word here in this period. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. He hands it to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This will be a 35-yard attempt. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And we're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. They'll run it to the left. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play in this Wildcat look. It's a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just...
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Boy, did they dodge a bullet right there. So fortunate to recover their own fumble. I don't know how that ball bounced in their favor.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Breaks into the clear. He's at the 50. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, do you remember? This guy actually had a fumble early in the game. It's happened so long ago, I've forgotten about it. And speaking of forgetting about it, this guy has forgotten about it because what an impressive day he's had considering it started off so poorly.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
No gain there. This defense has begun sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Back to pass. It's Maryland. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, this offense better get it together. First sack of the game, and it's by a defensive back to try to set the tone.
And the Tigers will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And here's the return. They'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Back on the field. They need something out of this possession. Last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, you're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move now. There's contact on the throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down. They're going to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Breaks into open space. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Now it's second down here. He's going to hand this off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
He's running out of time here. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The freshman brings him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. They'll feed the back again. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Here comes 4th down, and look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down.
Well, there's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Makes the read. The back's got it on the pitch. Breaks free with room to run. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Love how the quarterback waited until the last possible second to draw the defense in until he pitches it out on the option play. And not only does he get big yards, but they turn into a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. As the first down is still going. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. The defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job of this offense picking up some positive yards.
Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the receiver snags it, it's complete. They stop him at the 47. It's enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
It's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble. He keeps going. He'll be brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of first down yardage.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Jukes to get free. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. The QB to the tight end for a completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's second down after that completion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Aggies. So in playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Handoff to the left. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And it's a direct snap. They're bringing down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And it's a direct snap. He gets loose. And the defense able to bring him down. And that should just about do it for this first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it deep to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. An effective running game is why they were on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. They get the second half started with the running play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Launches it deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
BAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, it's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it. You can't hold on to the football.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense starts with a short field. They're going to run it. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, I love watching these linebackers fly around, doing a good job of reading their keys. Saw the guard pulling, shot through that A-gap, was able to blow this play up.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
he's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. To throw, it's Maryland. Looking for his big tight end. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Incompletion makes it second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The shotgun running play call. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. We'll look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Dropping back, it's Maryland. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Design quarterback run. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. He's in the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And looking to throw now on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Hand off to the single back. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throw to the running back in the flat. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. You played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not in great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Lee. Ah, here he goes. The 30. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. The shotgun handoff here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Maryland. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
And here the tight end shows off his for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Quarterback making some changes at the line. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And they'll set up the PAT. They make the PAT, but still trails 31-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. 14. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Big pass, here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Stays on his feet. Lets it go quickly. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Brought down, a broken tackle. Produce a solid gain there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Handoff from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. They can't get into the ground. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
And here we see the quarterback read the 2nd-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Maryland. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. Give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, Chris, the struggles continue for this quarterback in this offense, just not quite able to find a rhythm. Now we got a fourth down. You're down multiple scores, and the time is really becoming a factor.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
No problem with BAT right down low. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. 21. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the quarterback will take a knee.